We are going to implement JWT and authentication in our Django Rest Framework project. So first thing you need to basically install this package in your system. Copy this and let's break the server. So I have already installed this package. Yeah, so it is already installed in my system. Second, you can ignore this thing cryptographic dependencies. It is optional. In the settings.py, we need to add this default authentication classes. Go to settings.py in the REST framework. So here I had already added this pagination class to set the page size to 10 so that whenever our API gives a result, it should not give all the result in one go. It will give uh, in the bunch of 10 records. So this is our default authentication class, which is using REST framework SimpleJWT. Now let's in the urls.py, we need to import these token obtain pair view and token refresh view. Go to urls.py, import these two. In the URL patterns, let's copy these two lines and add it there. Okay. So URL patterns is here API slash token, API slash token slash refresh. Now we can also include a route for simple JWT token verify view. If we want to allow API users to verify HMAC signed tokens without having access to the signing key. So we can add this path as well. Token verify view, we need to import it from here. In the installed apps, let's add this line. Go to settings.py and add it here. Now usage, let's use our API. So first we need to run our server, open the postman. So let's head over to API. We have three APIs. So we will be basically using API token and API token refresh. So copy this. Create a new tab. Paste it here. Post send. So it's a bad request because username and password field are required. So in the body, let's pass username and password. Go to body and here we have raw JSON. Username is our admin and password is basically a password. If we send, so you can see we have received refresh token and access token both. Now let's try another API. So we can use the access token to prove to have this authentication for a protected view in this way, bearer and this access token. When this short-lived access token expire, you can use the longer-lived refresh token to obtain another access token. So we can copy this another tab. It's a post request. Okay, in the body, in the raw JSON, we will have our refresh token like this. If we go here, so this is our refresh token. Copy this thing and paste it here. Send the request. So we have received another new access token from the refresh token. Okay. Now let's go to the settings here. So if you see, the some of simple JWT's behavior can be customized through settings variable in settings.py. So we can copy this settings, all the settings, and paste it in the settings.py after allowed host. So settings.secret key is basically a secret key which we have it here. Secret key, if you search, it is secret for each and every Django project. So for time delta, we can import this package from datetime import time delta. Okay. So if you see this settings for simple JWT, it we can configure our access token lifetime and refresh token lifetime. Currently it is 5 minutes for access token lifetime, but it can be, let's say, 15 minutes, anything we want. So I hope you understand it here. So we are also going to implement the authentication in our views here. Okay, this is student list, student detail, user view, like this. So let's do the authentication. Authentication, you only need to add these two authentication classes and permission classes in the class based view. So as you can see, as line number 19 and 20, I have added these two authentication classes and permission classes. And in the student detail also, I have added these two lines. And in this student view set, which is using model view set, so I have added this authentication classes, which is set to JWT authentication, and permission classes, which is set to is authenticated. So you can add these two lines to implement authentication in your APIs. Okay, so in URLs, we don't need to change anything. So let's run our server. Let's head over to this get request. So this is students API view. So from authentication, you need to select bearer token. Okay, and in this token, you need to pass the token which we get it from here. Access token is this one. Copy this one and paste it in this here and send the request. So token not valid, it is, I think it is expired. So let's create another token. copy this, paste it here, and send. So you can see we have got the list of all the users. Okay, if we pass invalid use token, then we will get uh, authentication failed. So we need to pass correct token in order to see the result. So this API is now basically behind authentication. Let's have this API as well. So suppose if we don't pass, or if we pass invalid token, then it will basically say token not valid. Or if we say no authentication, then it will say authentication is required. Okay. So let's select bearer token, and in the bearer token, let's pass the copied value and then send the request. So you can see we have got the list of all the users. Okay. So this is working fine. Authentication is implemented in our project. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the Django filters and ordering. How can we implement filters and ordering in our project? See you in the next video. Thank you.